Hey guys, it's Rai here, and today I have my first Xbox One video. I just picked a Xbox One up with the Titanfall release about a week ago. Had about almost a week here full-time playing this game, and I wanted to give you my impressions, my early impressions here of Titanfall. So let's go ahead and get started. Now the first thing I want to address here and just let you know, you're going to be seeing just raw, straight gameplay of a full round that I had played here in Titanfall in the attrition mode, which is like the basic team deathmatch mode. So you won't be seeing any cut-up video or anything like that. This is just, if you were to play a game, this is kind of the experience you would have. The first thing I want to address is, and something a lot of people have asked me, is does it live up to the hype? Do I believe it lives up to the hype? Well, that's kind of a relative term. If you bought into the hype, I doubt that anything lives up to the hype if you fully buy into the hype. It's really hard to. And also, if you buy into the hype and are really excited looking forward to something, you've kind of conditioned yourself to where you may like it regardless if it is good or not. You may actually, you know, if it's maybe only deserves a 7 out of 10 rating, you're going to give it an 8.5 to a 9, maybe, and bump it up a couple points if you bought into the hype. I was excited to play this game because I like multiplayer shooters. I thought this looked unique. It looked different. It was something new, something fun. I've liked playing big mech games in the past, the Mech Warrior type games, and some of those games I like playing those. Armored Core, some games like that, and I just thought this looks like a good type of change of pace from your standard kind of AAA military shooter that seems to dominate the landscape out there. And I just thought, yeah, it's good to get a new IP, something new, something different, something fresh in there to play. And what better way to kind of kick off the new kind of system than with, you know, having it on one of the new consoles. So this was really the reason why I bought an Xbox One. I wanted to play this game from the first time I saw it. It looked fun. It looked exciting. It looked like it was going to give me a lot of hours of enjoyment and fun with friends. And I just, you know, figured I was going to get it based on that. I think the frame rate is fine. I think the resolution is fine. I don't care if it's 900 to 1080p or if it's, you know, not quite at 60 frames per second. It plays great. All that stuff, the technical stuff, to me, it's all about the gameplay experience. And if you're having fun playing it and it looks good and it looks smooth, I don't, you know, see the real reason. The only thing I think people might have a problem with it is if you're playing it, let's say on the PC, and you see how great it looks on the highest end PCs, and then you drop down to maybe playing it on the Xbox One. Yeah, you might notice a difference because you've been trained to looking at it on a PC. So I get where that might come in, but otherwise, I think it looks fantastic. I think it runs great, and it seems like a very fun game. Gameplay-wise, a lot of people said, "Oh, it's Call of Duty with mechs," and there is a little bit of element of truth to that. Only being in that the gunplay of the pilots. When you're in a pilot, when you're as a pilot running around, the guns do feel a lot like some of the old Call of Duty guns. So I get where they say that, but that's really in a lot of ways where, to me, the comparisons end. Because as you see here, a big robot fight going on with pilots and NPC grunts on the ground. I think is fantastic. 6 on 6, I think it works fine with being 6 on 6 for this type of size of maps that they have. And another thing about the maps too, when you're a pilot, the maps feel huge. The maps feel just gigantic and just enormous in size. When you hop into a mech or to a Titan, you actually feel the maps get so much smaller because now you're in this big robot and you have limited corridors you can run through, and it just feels like it gets tiny. And that dynamic, really, you don't have that in any other game where the map feels like it actually changes in size, yet it doesn't. It's only changing in size because you, the player, are actually kind of changing in size. So I think that works good. I think it's very balanced. I don't see where you know, the having a Titan is a huge advantage. It is a lot of fun for things like that. You get to splat guys when you want to, but it doesn't seem like I've gotten into Titans before and have lost that Titan within, you know, a minute and a half because there was another Titan with a guy trying to rodeo me, with another player trying to, you know, take me out with his anti-Titan weapon. I mean, you can get taken out quickly in a Titan if you're not careful. So just getting in a Titan doesn't mean all of a sudden you're the big boss, big man on campus and can go run around and just dominate the map. You still have to play smart, you still have to play tactical, and you have to be wary of your environment and understand what you need to do to keep that Titan healthy and alive and racking up points. I think the NPCs, I think it works well. I would like to see the NPCs actually do more damage. I don't think I've ever been killed by an NPC. I understand, yeah, they're not there to do that, but it would be nice if when they actually shoot you, it did a little damage and actually would hit you once in a while. That's one thing I'd see that I thought, well, they're just there basically then for fodder. And I've seen in game types like this, attrition mode, where killing a pilot counts for 4 points and killing an NPC counts for 1 point. A lot of times the teams that win will be the ones that just basically rack up all the NPC grunt kills, and the ones that do that, whether they kill you more than you kill them or not, are going to be the ones that win the match. So I would like to see a change in that to where make the NPCs a little tougher, a little better shots, do a little bit of damage, and just to make them more viable in the game rather than just going around killing them so you can kind of get your Titan to drop quicker. There are some things they do need to fix. Respawn's already talked about having a patch come out and working on a patch, because there are games and sometimes connections can be an issue. Like most shooters when they first come out, they do have issues with sometimes some lagginess, some chugginess, some frame rate drops, and things like that they'll need to patch. But nothing that I haven't seen in any other shooter that hasn't been fixed in usually the first couple patches. We've all seen it before, so I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue, too much of a problem. But yeah, I've had a good chance at playing this, playing a lot of the game modes, played through the campaign, which really is just what you're seeing here, just with kind of some extra voiceovers and cutscene stuff. Not even really cutscenes, but in-game scene stuff to kind of flesh it out. But if you're playing for a campaign, you really should be playing this game. This game's a multiplayer game. It's meant to be a multiplayer game, and that's where you're going to get the longevity and fun into it. And I think it's good they spent the effort on making a multiplayer game and not making a campaign, because this is so well done, so ready to go out of the box, and such a fun experience. I'd say definitely pick it up, try it out. It's definitely what I would consider a next-gen game as far as the whole package. Graphics, gameplay, the different aspects of the game, a lot of stuff you can do, and it's just a unique experience and stuff you don't really find in other games. Can't really do in any other games. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to look for more Titanfall videos. I'm going to be doing some Battlefield 4 videos here for the Xbox One soon, as I just picked up my Xbox One and talked about some of the differences in that. Be sure to stay tuned for more tips and tricks and things like that for Titanfall. Till next time, this is Rai. Take care.